Hi, welcome to Aussie Scale Modeler. JC, glad to have your company once again. Huge shout out and hello to those who just joined us, and to those who are new, welcome. Rightio. So today, it's been a while since I've done pretty much anything on Aussie Scale Modeler, quite a few months, and I've been commissioned to build the USS BB, and it's not the big BO that Paul's put in the comments there, but number 55, North Carolina. Now, it's in the 1/350 scale, and it is from Trumpeter. And I do have the photo etch and the detail upset for that. Also, maybe end of this week, there's about 150 seamen and the Pontos Wooden blue deck to go with it. So, now the camera is facing this way. I'm looking down the barrel of the camera, you guys. Over here. The screen's over there. The reason that is, for the moment, I've got a camera just sitting up here. And what I'll do is I'll quickly flick to that. That way I don't have to keep dodging everything here. And we'll go to this one. I think this is the one I'm after. There she is. Oh, everybody. Right, so here she is. USS BB 55 North Carolina. As I said, she is a commission build. I am going to do an unboxing, build tonight. This is just pretty much an intro video every Wednesday. Hey, Sarah Jane, good to see you. This is an intro video to show you all the tools, the extra bits and pieces I've got there, other bits and pieces over here I'm going to be using. Just to let you guys know, what's going on with the committed. Yes, Sarah Jane, after 11 kids. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Jim, welcome, mate. Good to see you. So here she is. Now, a few things. Hands up in the chat, and I really appreciate it. If you could give a thumbs up, that'd be great. This is my private channel that I started everything before Aussie Modelers Live, and I am trying to get this up. So, just especially the watch hours, that'd be really, really great. And the thumbs up would be, it's 4 a.m. in the great city of Chicago, as we can see. So this is also giving me the opportunity to learn a bit more about StreamYard here with the chat there and everything in the right-hand corner. And so without further ado, let me know if we want to unbox the kit first, or you just want to see a few of the bits and pieces that I'm going to be using and the photo etch kit to go about, because this is going to be highly detailed, and including 150 sailors to go on the deck on board. So let me know, do we want to go see all the crap and garbage I'm going to be using, all my extra tools that you guys probably haven't seen, or we'll go straight to unboxing? Give me a heads up in the comments there, that'd be great. Give it, say, 10 seconds, see what you guys can. Okay, Apple wants shit first. Hey, Peter Scale Modeler, good to see you, mate. Yes, we are building a ship. This is a commission build. Welcome, mate. And just build a car instead. Go, Sarah Jane. I do have one up there, Sarah Jane, you might be interested in, that I really am keen to build. Jim's gone go the full review. Paul's gone evening, Pete. Sarah Jane, I'll just quickly get this down for you. Right, Sarah Jane. What do you think of that baby? Is that up your alley, Pete? Sarah Jane? Rightio. We'll put that back down, and it looks like Jim said just go everything, but we're after an order there. But right, what we'll do is I'll move this stuff out of the way. Razor blades for those moments where you just can't hang on anymore. Move this stuff out of the way. Right. Let me get tucked in here. Oh, very nice, Sarah Jane. Right, okay, we'll move that out of the way. Right, well, there she is. 635 millimeter, 95 wide, 630 plus PCS in there. Yes, Jim. Yes, it certainly is, and that this is being commissioned. He would like that same scheme, the exact same scheme, the razzle dazzle. So there's an entry form for scale rods, rigs, rods and rigs. When is that? 23rd of May, 2026. That's when you got to have your postal entries in there. So, that's okay. Stop looking at them, Sarah Jane. Stop looking at them. That's a bit perverted. That's what they call that. Right. Put that there and it there. Whip all these screws out. Quite a few here, which is good. Let's see what's in this plastic. Right. Oh, more under here. Right, that can go in there. We'll move this out of its way. Right, what have we got here? Oh, it's all nicely stuck together. Now, I'm not sure if you can see over here, there is a pile of everything. And, you know, there's knives, there's tweezers, there is everything over there. There's blades, there's putty, spare blades, files, bit of icky sticky, more scalpel blades, icky sticky, wax pen there. Oh, one piece hole, you say, Jim? Well, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that'd have been a great thing to find? But unfortunately, it's got a bit of a rattle, this one. And upon doing a fair bit of research on this kit and on YouTube and looking at what other more fortunate people have had to do, this I know is where this is where this kit runs into its first problem. It's stuck in the box. No. No. Let's go. Didn't notice that bit of tape there. Rightio. What do we see here? In front of our loving eyes, we have 3-piece hull. I can afford trousers. Thank you, Sarah. Yeah, really, yep, I do. I need instructions for a lot of things. But right, so we've got a 3-piece hull here. Well, actually, if you include everything else, 4. So I'm guessing it was a Waterline original series as well. So, right, now, straight away, things just don't line up. They just don't line up at all. There is a lot of like a lot of steps. What? There's going to be a lot of putty. And a lot of work just to do this. So even right up here, you can see that dimple there. That is not supposed to be there on this ship at all. Both sides. Can you see that there? There we go, just in there. Not supposed to be there. So, looking at other, watching other builds on this on YouTube, and I've got some plastic stock up there and everything. So what you do is you slice through here, all the way down, do your fitment, get it as tight and pushed out as need be, really stretch it out. So, and then you put your plastic stock, bit of CA, and you're off to the races. So yeah, she's she's an interesting kit, this one, so to speak. Let's just say it's very interesting there. Right, you've got your other deck pieces here. Now there should be a centerpiece. Maybe it's under here somewhere. There it is. We'll do this as a comprehensive sort of unboxing. We'll open up bags and sprues because they're all got to be, well, they all have to come out. Now, I'm guessing this, before we go any further, is if you are just doing the waterline series, slots in there nicely and you're off to the races. But yeah, that will be not needed, but it is good plastic to put and make up sprue goo. So that's a positive of that. Nice chunk of plastic, red sprue goo. Let's see how we go with that. Another issue, and I have my balsa wood because this stand, so to speak, if you can call it a stand. Now that'd be great if you're doing the waterline series. Absolutely fantastic. But if you're doing a full hull, let's do it. Let's do a demo. Let's do a demo. All right, you're doing the waterline series. Yep, nice and flat. Here we go. Yep, awesome. Everything's flush. Boom, sits there nicely. Not doing waterline series. This is as useless as tits on a ball. A moment. It's just absolutely useless. So I do have a bit of timber. This will go to the bin. I do have some nuts and bolts, and they'll be going through here and here. And I have a 9-volt system or USB system. They'll be going inside here. And there will be a tiny bit of lighting that I am incorporating into this kit. So, this up here. Let's go front to back, back to front. Right. Again, this does not fit correctly. So this, a lot of cleanup work on the sides here. Yeah, so a lot of work. A lot of work. To go. Oh, I thought I had a third bit. There it is. Right. And thanks. There's about 15 of you joined for shits and giggles and to see an old man fail, but that's okay. So there you go. You've got your everything is tidied up. But again, this kit, its first port of call will be winding up this midsection to the bottom half of the hull, getting it all prepped, ready, lining up the deck, making sure that's all tidied up, prepped, ready before we move in. And before I seal that up, getting the electronics, the mounting holes for the timber underneath and the LEDs to run through it. So that will go there. This can all go back down here in the box. And we shall move on to having a, and here we go. What have we got here? Oh, we've got some decals there. Right. Okay. So we're there. Right. What are we moving on to? What number of sprue? Oh, this is F. And thanks for asking. Feeling a bit better? Yeah, a little bit better. Monday and Tuesday I was pretty much out of action. All right, guys. So it'll be starting every Wednesday. Just to let everybody know, every Wednesday I will be working on this, and Sunday nights on Aussie Modelers Live, 7 p.m. Queensland, Australia time. Apple, your dad was right. So we've got the big guns here. Again, working through some of this we'll move on to the next part, the detail upset. So that's F. Here's sprue C. Are they a mirrored sprue or are they two different sprues? Because sprue F is definitely mirrored parts. No, these are not mirrored, so they're not duplicate sprues. Not bad detail on it. Not the greatest, but not bad detail. A lot better than, yeah. A few others there are laying around. Yeah, so there's a few bits and pieces in here I know for a fact that I have to remove quite a bit of detail. Where are we? Where can I point it out? Oh, a bit of flash there, that's okay. What have we got here? Now, things I won't be using that. Well, there's a couple of doors there. They've got to be removed. 1, 2, 3, 4. They've got to be removed there. They get removed. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I've got 52 photo etch doors to do. So, I mean, I'm looking at the guns on this one. And, yeah, I know that I won't be using them because I've got to make them all. Speaking about your old dad, my younger brother called me just before, and a bit of sad news. My uncle up in Cooktown passed away this afternoon, so that was a bit of a downer on the day. Didn't have a great deal to do with him, but he was a giant of a man. Pretty much, I mean, I think 73 or 74 was the last time we saw him up there in Cooktown. his son Chook. I think I've mentioned Chook before. About 784 foot tall. Very huge individual, but very sad news for the family today. So yeah, but we'll keep moving on. Here we go. Yes, I built one before there, Jimmy. So here we go. We've got all the guns and that. We've got the planes. Oh, look at that. A float plane. Where could that question come up? So yeah. Yeah, this is another mirrored sprue. Yeah, so we're looking at H as a mirrored sprue. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate it, buddy. Okay, so now we're moving right along here. We've got some screws there, 4 screws. You wouldn't know what that is, would you, Bill? That's called upper decks. Just sort of point that out there, mate. Just hold on to that thought. Very, very wise words there, Athol. Very wise, very true. Oh, these are some more upper decks builds, higher up. So yeah, I mean, there's a bit to take off here. Oh, not much there actually. Got a hatch door there. No. Let me have a peek. Yeah, no, that's all. But there is, I know, quite a bit to take off that piece there. And here we move on to, so moving into a bit of tooling, I have my little display mini vise. So bits like this. For example, we'll just do this for a section. Get out the old god ends. We'll just do a trim here. And you guys tell me in the comments, have you ever picked up a sprue? Thanks, Sarah Jane. You guys ever picked up a sprue, got your cutters and gone like that, and then you've gone like that and you've tried to cut the same side? Yeah. Awesome. So we'll just nip this up quickly. Very thin, I have to say that. Yeah. So what'll happen here? Unscrew. These can all be moved to locating lugs can move to the outside there. I'll line it up in the vise here as pretty much level as I can. Right, so when it comes, you have plenty of vices. Right, yeah. So when it comes to this little piece here, as you can see, it's nice, level, flat. And I'm waiting for my display sander. And I'll just go straight over the top of those hatches there. There and there. So there. And now there is one on the end there, but I've got to look a bit more into it. So yeah, so that'll be ready there. But on this sprue, which is sprue B, as you can see, there's one. They're just everywhere. So again, they'll go in the vise, and that'll make that job, well, not just a lot more easier, but more consistent, and a lot less hassle-free. It'll make it hassle-free, yeah, and it will make it consistent. A consistent finish. Rinse, repeat. Rightio. So we got some more here. You got your life rafts. That crane won't be used. There's ladders. Quite a bit of this will still stay on the sprue. Some will make its way to the ship. Not a, but so again, we have a repeat of that. So that can all just sit there for the moment. Right. Actually, for safety's sake, we'll bring this all up here. That can go to the wind. I don't know what display on that, but right. So at this stage, nothing really needs to be. Oh my God, be careful with that. Because everything's got to be seated. Everything's got to be relocated. Vehicles can sit in there. There's a wooden deck, so I don't have to worry about scratching that. There's a lot. I do have over yonder a sprue holder, and it will be used. Have no fear. But I have found with Trumpeter ship and most models, you just go alphabetically and just tag. Put a little bit of tape on top of the corner of the sprue. You're off to the races. Not forget to put this bit in. And yeah, so back there. Rightio. I don't need those plastic bags. Right. We'll sit this down. Right. Now, should I go to the overhead camera and see if that works? Let's have a crack at that, shall we? Hey, scary. Right. Right, let's move. Right, so here she is. And this is the paint scheme, the razzle dazzle, that she's going to be completed in. As you can tell, both decks blue, but then your side profiles, there's a bit of work there. No, I have checked, double checked, and triple checked. So even got it on the phone here from the person in charge of the who's financing this operation for themselves. I have 5 more to build after this, so this is very important. This gets done absolutely perfectly. And no, the Titanic is not being done for this person, not unless they've got lots and lots of money. So, yeah, there we go. That's the paint scheme. Right, we can now move into the build. Here we go. Right, yeah. Naturally, it starts with your, yeah, there it is. It says it stand. I don't know what sort of stand it's for. You know, a trolley stand, I no idea. But anyway, so 1, 2, 3, your deck pieces, your stand, A, B, C, D. E, F times 2, G times 2, H times 2. Right, assembly. Here we go. Yep. Now, again, you're going to run into trouble if you put that onto that, then go onto the bottom part of the hull. You run into serious trouble because of that. Everything I showed you guys, the gap, the lip. You know, there is depressions in that hull up along that bottom seam line, right the way around, and not consistent. And no, it didn't come naturally with the ship. Right, moving into building this part of the structure. 4. Again, not bad details, instructions wise, as in order of operations, but yeah. A lot of this has to be painted separately before it goes on. A lot has to go on and be painted in place. So not much else to it. Pretty standard, pretty boring. Let's collapse there. Yep. Right. Pretty much your final steps as it says here. But as you are all modelers, you all know there's no such thing as instructions being well. I'll show in a second there, young Jew. There are no deck railings. Trumpeter. Funny girl. They don't provide any. Not one. There's no PE in this kit. Does not come with it. Bilge, this is again upper deck section. I know you dreamed about it, but here it is. You can take it to the bathroom, have your way with it. Look at that. That's completed right up there. Look at that, Bilge, that part there. Have you ever been there? Right there, Bilge. Right there. Go on. You know you want to. But yeah, just finishing up your stack there, or your stacks, and yeah. Just to point out for Bilge, just so he knows where we are in the kit, so he can identify. Where is it? You are here, under there. Actually, let's do a 3D description. Here, Bilge, down there. Just right in there. See, there's nothingness. No, it's all good. As we all know, just jokes. Right, moving on to tools and everything else, guys and girls. Right, little PE bender there. I don't know where I picked this up, but what a bloody great little thing it is. So you grab the old razor blade, slide him in there, press, and she's locked in. Week. Yeah. So then you. She's locked in there. And then you use a whatever, screwdriver or whatever in there to release it. There we go. No. Press this one to open it. Here she comes. Right, scalpel number 21 with proper metal scalpel. Right, my photo etch tray there for the micro bits of photo etch to do. Right, I'll move my annealer for the larger bits and stuff I have to bend and I don't want to maintain shape. Just a bit of warmth. Okay. So I have done this before. My master tools. Photo etch. Things like here will be used greatly, and for it's a pain in the butt. This comes out, that turns around for your longer pieces there. So this edge here rotates 180, and you're off to the races with that. Right, moving on to come here. Right, I've got my sticky drill bits. Hey, Dominic. All my drill bits there, ready to rock and roll. Right. So here, and this is the invoice which I can't show you from the States, and I can't believe you had to pay that much money to get this PE set from America. Oh yeah, it's a lot of tools on this show there, Sarah Jane. A lot of tools. You missed the intro, Sarah Jane, where I did instruct that whether we wanted to see the tools and everything that's going with this kit, or the kit. So right, so Eduard, you can download A4 and print out A4 sizes on their photo etch. So here we go, BB 55 USS North Carolina, and all your stages. There are 10 pages to this. Right. So yeah, everybody's seen it. Everybody knows how it goes. So that's that. Right. Okay. Back together like that. Very strange you guys seeing me also organised, but as I said, this is a commission build, and everything has to be on the money, as they say. Right, we'll bring this back in. You're right on the money there, Jimbo. Absolutely right on the money. Yeah. Yeah, there's no feminine side to this man. Rightio. So here we go. Let's see if I can get that out of the light, so we're not getting direct light. So this is the first one. And I think I brought this up on Aussie Modelers Live. Found it? No, it's not on this sheet, but here's your railings here. There. They're there. These would be the float plane crane. Oh, that was say that fast enough. Float plane crane. Audio. So we'll put that back onto its because here. This is the instructions you get. Tiny in the packet. So I'd rather have them in A4. You get two there, Jim. Rightio. I don't know what I did with that piece of cardboard, but wow, how do you lose one of them? Oh, we'll just keep that there. Moving on, we've got focus down. There's some guns, gun shields. Yeah. So another thing I know from you guys, hey Harry, how would this camera be? Anything I need to do besides get some of this photo etch out of blinding people's eyes? Is this camera good enough, do you reckon, for like the actual building starts next week? Is this camera, or should I revert to the other camera? I can drop the light down a little bit, and I can still see fine. Rightio. Anyway, moving on to this piece of photo etch. Right. Pulleys, winches, a crane here. This would be the radar array. More railings. Some stairs there. Stairs. Looks more radar. More radar there. Yeah, so we'll have a peek at that. Right, so we'll put that there. Now we move on to this last. Last little bit here. How are we going for glare wise? Once I've dirtied it up a bit there, Harry. Hey, Terry, good to see you, mate. Once I've dirtied it up a bit, won't real matter, Harry. She's just literally, I peel back the protective stuff and yeah. Right, so on this we have, as you can see, just over here, North Carolina. So her name can be embossed on the back. All these hatches, look at them all. All these hatch doors. Vents, more there. I think there was some more over here as well. I don't recall, but there's a bloody shit ton of them. So yeah, we'll move that gently over here. That can go there. That can go over there. It'd be buggered if I can remember what I just did with that card, but unless it sits underneath it, and it doesn't matter. Everything will go in the one plastic bag. So for this build, I also have a glary white tub. Yeah, heaps of them. 30 white tubs, so everything will be built and labelled and put to the side. And the actual owner, who wants to remain anonymous at this moment, will be travelling 6.5 hours to pick this up once I finish building it. I have my rigging line hanging up over there on the on one of the big workbenches. So that's there. That can get out of the glary way of people and sit in the box. Right. Just quickly, other things I'll be using. And I'm going to switch cameras because this glare is a bit rough on everybody. Right. Icky sticky. I have my display glue dispenser. I have my icky sticky CA. I've got the thin, medium, and the thick, depending on what application I'll be using it in. Set of Trojan piles, all different sorts. my Iggy Sticky tape roll. That can go out of the way into that box. I mean, yeah, I understand you could put the waterline model on this, but it's absolutely useless if you are doing the full hull. Right, okay, moving up over here. Get that out of the way. Right. Paint clip base, all your screws and that go in there. All your alligator clips can go in there. Knives galore. I've got tons of this and I'm going to need to buy more. A photo edge cutter. Photo edge cutters. About 4 months, Tom. I've given it an estimate. Got my big thick goggles there. I'll move these bits box. I've got my tanning sticks and my pipettes. I've got brass tube coming out the wazoo. As I said, tweezers galore. Other mini files. More sanding sticks, all brass rod, clear sanding files. Absolutely brilliant. They're Mickey Sticky as well. Get them if you can. Go look for them. Some activator bottles. Now, I bought these at the $1 shop the other day. Just little canisters, so you can put your fine photo edge completed parts in these. I will be putting some cotton buds in them. Sit it in there just so they won't bounce around and get deformed. What have we got here? I have a huge supply of demodeler. Like I have a ton. But I am, hang on. What we'll do is move that down and up. Hopefully not scare the children if anybody's child is watching. Again, I've got my stick stuff there. Yeah, let's change camera. The pipettes, wasn't that a wiping the dust of them? Funny as. Right. Okay. So that's the commission build, and I'll find out if I can disclose the name of this person. That literally from out of the blue, they somehow, have acquired me and my name and other work I've done, and yeah, they'd like this to happen. So quite happy to do it, and to my level, above and beyond, including the LEDs. I've got fibre optics to go in it. Just a little detail I'd like to add. Now I'll just show you. I'm not sure if it'll just show and just see if it came up here. Let me just check if these photos are. Yeah. Right. So we have. I'm not sure if that's going to come up. Hang on. No, it's not going to come up. So the Pontos blue deck. Who is making these? Triumph Models, 100 sailors and 150 sailors. So I've got 150 sailors to paint individually. So yeah, Terry, have a great Easter, mate. Stay safe. We'll talk to you on Sunday. If we don't Oh, that's funny girl. Yeah, so, but as I said, there is 5 builds I've been asked to complete after this one. And I have explained that I will be doing other things on the side, so that's why I've given myself 4 months to do this. But at least you guys will see one happening in completion. Very rare thing, I know, very, very rare. But in saying that, looking forward to it. Looking forward to the challenge again. A lot of photo etch. I mean, painting 150 sailors. That's going to be great fun, by itself. Magnifying glass. There, like I do when so I've got these puppies, and they're as thick as you can go. The 300 times, I believe they are. But I've actually got the magnifier over there, and sometimes, I mean, because my eyes are that bad, that'll get remounted over here on the bench down here, and I'll bring that across and look through magnifiers through into another magnifier to see how well I can go with that. Tools are all tidied up, ready to rock and roll in good nick. And don't say, oh, that's because you don't use them. It's not true. Toothpicks at the ready. Yeah. No, Harry. You know about the gold rivet? Have you seen it straight up? Have you, mate? How did you? Speaking of the golden rivet, we were down at. I still remember down at recruit school, and I was a bit clued in already, so I didn't go looking for the golden rivet. But there was somebody who believed our petty officer Bennett, and he was so excited about finally being, he's a coot, finally being there to see this golden rivet and identifying and being the first to spot it. And as he's standing up and looking down, he sort of went down and kept going down under the water. He did, on the dock there, he sort of, it was about 25 foot, I think it was. He went, yeah, that was pretty cool. But look at Jim, forget Tim the Toolman, Jim the Toolman. So yeah, look, that's where we're at. So as I said, this has just been an introductory video, an unboxing of what I have in front of me for this USS North Carolina BB-55 commission build. Looking forward to you every Wednesday night. It'll be on 7 p.m. I'll be doing it live. That way there's not all, you can see my mistakes and maybe point out hints and tips. Naturally, being live, it's going to be a slow process. I might duck off, have to jump in the spray booth. I will be setting up I do have a camera that I can set fire the spray booth, and you guys can watch my airbrushing. You can watch my hairy brushing as well. You did, Sarah Jane. That was at the start. Right at the start when we had a poll, unboxing or tools first and everything else. And so yeah, 7 p.m. Wednesday, Queensland time in here in Australia. You would have been the guardian. You would have been right. You would have probably put it in. You would have installed it. You would have been down there. Just, there it is, boys. Go check that out from an internal golden rivet. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I do the same. But thank you, guys. Really, really appreciated. Don't forget, Aussie Modelers Live is at 7 p.m. on Sunday here in Australia, Queensland time. It'll be, the whole of Australia time. daylight savings, I believe, finishes this weekend. Sucker's gone. He's keen on us all trying Gunpla. Hey, Brody, mate, you just jumped in right at the death, mate. We're just about to say our goodbyes and tearful farewells. Bye, Sarah Jane. May the force be with you. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you, Sarah Jane. I don't think I'll be showing off any more tools. Hang on, in case you missed one. For cornering, those little nips off the photo etch. Do you use photo etch in cars? I'm not sure. But yeah, so thanks, guys. Again, 7 p.m. Wednesdays. I'll be putting it on both channels, so it's great. And it's, to start with, it'll be that. So just to let you know, this will be the last one on Aussie Modelers Live. I'll be doing everything on Aussie Scale Modeler. From now on. So I posted this on both channels, but it'll be on Aussie Modelers Live officially. And if you could do us a favor, share it, like it, whatever you could do just to help it out. I really appreciate it, because this is going to be a bit of a journey. And yeah, it's going to be a great build. Really, really looking forward to it, and showing you what I get up to when I live in front of you all. So, but on that note, guys and girls, I would really like to say thank you. It's been an hour, and yeah, not bad for an unboxing there, Sarah Jane. Really, really appreciate you all. And as I always say, it's all good, and catch you later.